starting our warm-up while I give you some options. This is a lower body workout. We will be bending the knees, so if your knees are tender or you need to all standing, not getting down on the mat, there's going to be a little bar that's going to come across the screen right up over my left shoulder. I want you to click on that. That's going to take you to a perfect workout for you. It's an awesome, all-standing, knee-safe workout. Otherwise, come with me. Let's get warmed up, knees up. Welcome to the channel. It's Fab and Fit Over 40 and Beyond. My name is Rhoda, and it is leg day. Knees up and twist here. Arms forward and back. Stretching out the front of the leg, warming up the back of the leg. 6 circuits. We're going to have some fun. It's going to be hard, but that's okay. We're tough, right? Reach out. It's only 30 minutes. You can do it. That's all you need to get results. In this particular case, we are getting results on the lower body only for 30 minutes. So that's a lot. Tap out and in here. It's a lot of work on these muscles. And we'll do some soccer kicks, warm up that inner thigh, stretch out those glutes. All going to be working today. I will say if you have a band, I got to go grab mine, forgot to get it out. We'll use a band in the last circuit. It's completely optional, okay? Don't have to have it. You can just add a little bit of resistance. I am using 5s, 8s, 10s, 15s, and 20s. So a wide range of dumbbells. I know you may not have those options available to you, but if you do, have them available. Lower body, we can use heavier dumbbells. We're going to start with a goblet squat. So I'm going to start with a 20. If you have light dumbbells, you can hold light dumbbells like this, so 2 dumbbells versus holding 1 heavy dumbbell in a goblet fashion. Feet are just wider than the knees just wider than the hips, toes out at a little tiny angle out to the corners of your room. Not wide, but just a little out to the corners so you can sit back here. I want you to put the weight in your heels all the way down, drive up, squeeze the glutes. So hips go way back, push through those heels, hips come front, squeeze the glutes. Slow and controlled. So long as your weight is in your heels and your toes are at a slight angle, it's going to take some pressure out of those knees. If we're able to still bend the knees, we want to keep it that way, right? And if not, doing the knee safe will help strengthen the muscles around those knees and maybe make it a little easier to do some bending. All right, we are going to a single-legged squat. The dumbbell is going to be on the same side as the leg that is squatting. So I'm going to have my back heel up. This toe is used for balance, but all my body weight is on what you're looking at to the right, okay? Here we go. Squat, same idea. Think about weight in the heels, or heel, I should say, 1 heel. Driving the hips back, keeping the body nice and square. Do not lean into this one side at all. You want to be all the way up and down for the whole, or straight as you go up and down here, for the entire squat. I got to train a friend of mine the other day, like in person. We went to the gym. It's a lot of fun. It's the one thing I miss, because I love doing this, but I do miss being able to like just touch someone and I always ask if I can touch first. You never just reach out and touch someone, but to help straighten their body or, makes just those minor corrections. So I do try to think about that, what I would see if we were doing this in a gym, and those little corrections that I might be able to help you get your form even better. Other side here, down and up. Remember the weight in the heels, driving the hips back. Come up, squeeze, push that hip forward. This is lower body. We will have an upper body workout following in this week. Both of these workouts, each circuit, ends with a little bit of pulsing. So really, really drilling into those muscles. That's where we're going next. This is our squat series. So you can imagine what we're going to do for pulsing, right? we're gonna squat that goblet. So whether you're holding 2 dumbbells in front or the one, think about your position, real important. See how my toes are not straight. That's straight, I'm just coming out just a tad. My ankles are wider than my knees and my knees are wider than my hips, only by a little bit. Take it down, we're gonna pulse for 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push through the heels, hips forward, squeeze. Down and pulse. 3. I can wiggle my toes, they're literally off the floor right there, all right? In my shoes, they're not touching the bottom of my shoes because I can lift them up. That's how you know you've got your body weight properly in the heels. If you feel like the ball of your foot or the toe area must connect with the floor, then you're leaning a little too forward, okay? Try and focus on driving the hips as far back as you can. That'll bring that body weight into those heels. And good, rest. Nice 40-second rest. If you have something to grab onto, give the front of the leg a little stretch here. Moving into, we're gonna get these out of the way, ladies, okay? I don't love them either. We're moving into a lunge series. And I'm gonna pick up one 10-pound dumbbell because we are going to go front lunge, side lunge, back lunge. And I practice this, what's the best way to do this? I'm gonna come to the front of my mat. We'll go forward lunge, come up, side lunge, come up, rear lunge, come up. Nice and slow, holding the dumbbell up here so it doesn't get in your way, shoulders back. Front lunge, push out of it, go to the side. Nice and deep if you can, push out, rear lunge, step up. Shoulders are back here, don't lean into that knee. I hinge forward from the waist in that side lunge, but my back remains flat. So I'm nice and straight back here. Push out of it, hinge a little bit here so I can get nice and deep, and then shoulders come back up right over my hips. Stay with me. We'll get through this lunge series together. I'm telling you, these lunges, they work. All right. If you're doing a full lower body workout, you kind of got to do the lunges. You do. All right. Gonna go to the other side. I don't love them either. And I have taken breaks from them. I've told this story in a couple videos recently. And did them one day, and the next day I felt them, which told me I need to do them more, right? Here we go. Forward, push out of it. Step side. Come on up. Step back. Check your form. Shoulders up over the hips. Hinging forward, flat back. Shoulders up over the hips. Step into that front foot. Heel. Push out of the heel here. Go side, push out, and then back. You're stepping up through the front heel. Step up. And back. Good. All right, I promised you pulsing, right? I'm gonna grab my other 10. We have a stationary lunge pulse. We'll go back to that first side. So I was over here was my right leg, your left side. So let's start there. We'll bring that toe forward, other one back, shoulders back. Here we go, pulse. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Get as low as you can. 3, 2, 1. If that means you're right here, that's fine. Just stay consistent with it. At the top of the move, that rear glute, squeeze it. Shoulders are up and back. Weight is driving through that back toe. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. 3, 2, 1. Burn it up. Almost there. At least I hope so. I say that, I can't see my clock, which is right in front of me there. I hope so, because that was tough. All right, where was I at? That one, now this one. I'm trying to remember. There we go. Sometimes I forget which one was in front. Shoulders are back. You would have switched over to your right leg forward. 3, 2, 1. Up and squeeze the glute. Upper body nice and straight here. This is what I can see sometimes, right? That's not good for your knee. If you keep those shoulders up, you're working that back leg properly, the glute, and the quad of the front leg. burning, but we have a rest coming. Stay with it. And up, and rest. Whew. All right, nice job. Nice work. All right, we are moving on to a deadlift series. So we get to rest these knees, we get to rest these quads. I'm gonna start with my heavy dumbbells, holding it as if it's a bar. Now watch my dumbbells. They graze my leg. They're not out here, okay? They're here, down to below the knee, wherever you feel comfortable and your back can remain flat. You're gonna push through your heels. I can wiggle my toes right now, pushing through my heels up. Drive those hips forward, squeeze the glutes. Glutes, glutes, glutes. We are working glutes. We're also working the back of the leg here and your lower back. Get ready. Here we go. Down and up. Hips drive way back. Knees are slightly bent. Push through the heels, hips forward, squeeze. Abs are tight. You are working them. They have to work in conjunction with that lower back. They are assisting, keeping you under control. Love deadlifts. And awesome work. All right. I'm going to grab 2 10s for our next exercise, which is a wide squat. I like to hold my dumbbells in front of me. We're going to come down. Toes are way out now. This is different than that goblet squat. We'll come down, heels up, down, and stand. Ready? Here we go. Take it down. Heels up. Put them down. Push. Working that calf. Working inner, outer thighs, working the glutes, working the quads, working the lower body, basically. I guess I should just say all of it. We're hitting it all. Keeping my shoulders back, hinging forward just a little from the hips, so it's hard to keep my back totally straight up and down like this. A little, just a tad hinge to get a little deeper is okay. And rest. Back to the deadlift move. Going back to my 20s. What I call a crossover deadlift. So you're in deadlift position, toes are forward. We're going to cross over to one toe, loading that side. Kind of like those single-legged squats, but we're doing it opposing sides like that, okay? Let's go to your right. Here we go. Down, drive through the heel, up, squeeze, other side. It's a fluid motion as you come to the top. Just keep moving to the other side. Down as you come up, other side. Toes are forward for this one. Feeling it. I'm being quiet. Some of you are going, oh my gosh, you finally stopped talking. I know, I talk a lot. I try to give you good information, especially doing workouts like this, which is heavy dumbbells. We want good form. All right, going back to those wide squats to pulse them. I'm gonna grab my 15s. I'm gonna take a challenge here. Toes out. I'm gonna hold my dumbbells facing each other. Coming down, sitting way back here. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Drive it on up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. You are over halfway through. Well, no, you're not. You are halfway through. When we're done here and we go into this rest, you're halfway through. I was thinking 5 circuits. Nope. It's 6 because we have 4 exercises each circuit. I wanted to break it down, really have a focus in each circuit, and then throw in the pulses to drive it home. One more time here. 3, 2, 1. And up. Good work. All right. Putting my dumbbells down. We are going into a side lunge curtsy series. So let's stretch out that inner thigh a little bit. We're going to just attack it from a different angle now. I'm going to start with my 10s. We'll go to your, let's go to your right first. So it's going to be your right leg moving. Side lunge. All the way up, feet under you. Then take it back into a curtsy, okay? Deep breath. exhale, and get ready. Slow and controlled. Here it is. The side lunge we've done. Second set on those. Curtsy, we've done a lot of glute. Working it from a different angle. Nice part about a curtsy, you get a little stretch, Stephanie. Seriously, it's okay. How many of you have followed Stephanie in the comments? And she said the devil got to me because of the demon lunges. Those are curtsy lunges. I can call them demon lunges too. Although, honestly, I'd rather do a curtsy lunge than really any other lunge. So we are definitely different that way. I love your comments, ladies. Keep them coming. Have fun with it. I'll try to have fun with it as well. I so far have been able to answer all comments. It can take me a day or two, sometimes over the weekend, 3 or 4 days, but I do appreciate them. And the more comments, the better. That tells me you like it or you don't, right? You can tell me you don't. It's okay. Go in the other direction. If I get a group of you saying, hey, did not like that workout, you won't see another workout like it. Now, that's not to say you get to say that about every workout just because working out is hard. But you will notice when the comments are positive, and some of the videos just, I get such positive feedback, they go right on the notepad, do another one of these. And that helps me because, you know, I've been writing workouts for 23 years. It can get hard sometimes to get creative. If I have a jumping off point, if you say, hey, really liked this particular format, I can work with that. It just helps me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna beef up my weights to 15. We are going to pulse these curtsies. Get ready to burn up that glute. We'll go with your right leg back first. Count of 3. Or I should say, stay on the right leg, okay? We're gonna stay on this right side. Ready? Here we go, pulse it. 3, 2, 1. Same side. Sit back here, shoulders up. Drive through that back toe. That's where your pulse is coming from, the pulse. Back toe. And up. Get as low as you can. As long as you're leaning back, you are out of that front knee. I am huffing and puffing. When we work these larger muscles, you know, larger muscles of the lower body, they need more oxygen than, say, a bicep, right? Glutes are a much larger muscle group, so they need oxygen in a larger quantity just because of the nature of their size. So that's how you kind of get this little cardio effect, heart rate up. Whew, heart rate's at 120. That's really right at the low end cardio for me. And so you're getting some fat burning in this workout, other side here, as we build this lean muscle. And you know, I hope, or if you don't, this is so important. Over 40, if this is your first time picking up dumbbells or soup cans or water bottles and starting to do strength training, you are making a great decision. Strength training is what's going to maintain your metabolism, maintain your muscle. If you don't maintain it, you lose it. After about 35 to 40, we start losing muscle mass. So when you lose muscle mass, since muscle burns more calories than fat does, or just dormant tissue, just hanging out there, and good, rest it. Naturally, your metabolism is going to go down. That's why, you know, between 40 and 50, we can really see some weight gain because we're losing that lean muscle. If you're working to maintain that lean muscle, it doesn't mean you won't lose a little bit, but you're not losing what you would had you not done your strength training. All right, we are headed to the mat. I'm gonna do a glute bridge, so I'm gonna grab my heavy 20-pound dumbbell. I'm gonna hold it in my lap. If you're holding dumbbells, just make sure that you've got them in control. Heels are all the way to my hips. We're gonna drive through the heels, coming up. Let's keep our knees together here. We've done those side lunges. Let's go into that inner thigh. We'll be hitting the inner thigh in the last circuit as well. But by keeping these knees together, you're gonna feel that inner thigh engage as you come up into this bridge. Working the glutes, working the core, inner thigh, outer thigh, all working together here. But that inner thigh is working to hold those knees in. So it's isometrically holding these knees in because my knees are touching all the way up all the way down. So that muscle is not moving. It's just contracted through the whole move. Keep those knees in. All right, good work. I'm gonna go and see what we're doing next. All right, on your side. We got some glute work here. It's a fun one. This is kind of a Pilates move. Nice strong shoulder. We're coming up. You're gonna tap forward, up and over, tap back. Knee to the ceiling as you tap back. That's really important. So tap forward, knee to the ceiling. Feel that glute. Forward, ceiling, just like that. Abs are tight, shoulder is strong, just the hip working to move the leg. This hand can be wherever you'd like it. It's down here to support you. I find I balance a little better up here, but that's completely up to you. Figure out what works so that you can make this leg perform this up and over. This leg holding you up. Feel that burn? That's isometric. Isometric is when the muscle does not move. It holds a contraction for an extended period of time. Let's go on to the other side. We're getting there. We got one circuit after this. Nice strong shoulder here. Hands here, hands here, hands here, wherever it feels good. Coming up on the knees. Get yourself situated. Toe is forward, up and to the back, knee up. Remember, knee comes up to the ceiling, goes forward, and comes up to the ceiling. Hard, right? I did this the first time maybe a year ago. I said, yeah, that's hard. And I felt it the next day, ladies. It's all about coming at these muscles from different angles, doing something different. Your body knows glute bridges, for example. It knows kickbacks. It might not know this one so well. And it's a different range of motion and a different motion itself on that glute. Good. All right. So this next one is the face down glute crunch, basically. I get a lot of feedback on this that people don't feel like they've got enough range of motion. There really isn't a huge range. Feet are together, okay? Knees are way out. Rest your chin, feet together. We're just gonna get those knees off the ground. Lift, pulse, pulse. Now you can barely see it, right? Pulse, pulse, pulse. I've had people comment, I can't get my legs off the ground. Neither can I, okay? I can't. Knees, pulse, pulse, pulse. But I can feel it right here, okay? Pulse, pulse, pulse. Rest that chin so you protect the neck. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Burn up that glute. Now, if you get any cramping or you feel a cramp coming on, I want you to take a little break. We will stretch after this. Stretch this glute a little bit. I'm going to run and grab my band. It's right next to me. I just got to go get it. And we will start with a banded move. So right here, come on down, stretch. And then I want you to go to the other side and stretch. I'm going to grab my band. It's buried. Where are you? Here it is. Okay, so let's take our band. I hope you got a chance to just let that glute relax a little bit in that stretch. Let's bring the band over our feet, doing a clamshell. We're going to keep this band on for the entire circuit. Come on our side. We're going to do an elevated clam. So up here, hand here, knee goes to the ceiling. Now you can do this without a band. 3. I'm sorry, we're not pulsing. You're going, wait a minute, I don't want to pulse this. Yeah, me either. Lift and lower. There's no pulsing in this one. We're doing a clamshell, and then we're doing an inner leg raise. Again, a small range of motion with that inner leg raise. It won't feel like you're doing much work for the first 20 seconds. And then you might change your tune, even though you don't feel like you're lifting too much. That's in the next one. This, if you are not using a band, you can probably get your knee much higher to the ceiling. We're just adding this little resistance here. And good. All right, we're going to keep the band because we've got to do that clamshell on the other side. But first, bring the back, the top foot right here, right? Bring it forward. This leg goes straight. We're going to lift, right? Nice strong shoulder. It's old school mat work. This is your mom's stuff. If your mom exercised, she probably did this leg lift because even then and even now, it works. High as you can, but it's not, you're not going to feel like you're moving much. You're not. But you know what? It's the inner thigh, small muscle, that's lifting that foot. So you're asking it to do a lot. I'm flexing my foot. I like the feel of that. I feel like I get a little deeper, but you can have your foot relaxed. Almost there. Feel it? In the beginning, it's like, oh, this is easy, right? It starts to be not so easy. Good. All right, swing it on around. We got those two on the other side, and then we get a nice stretch. It's going to be a mat stretch because this is a workout that I had an option to jump over to a standing workout. So we're going to stay on the mat for a stretch, those of you that are here with me now. Come on up in that side plank, modified side plank on the knees, clamshell. Think about knee towards the ceiling. Nice, strong core here. Look for that upper body workout coming out in about 3 days. I'm going to balance out this workout with 30 minutes on upper body only and some core. Both of these have core in them. And for this week, I will link in on the calendar a ab core workout for you, one that's been published previously. If you haven't seen the calendar, it's on the post page. In the description above the calendar, it's a photograph of the calendar, but in the description above the calendar, it says, you know, this is the calendar and you can click and all of that. There will be a link in that description. You have to click on that link to take you on over to my Google Drive. So then in that calendar on my Google Drive, you can click the link. It's live and get to the workout for the day. All right, set yourself up for this one. Lifting up. I know it's confusing. It's confusing to me too. Lift and lower here. Sorry, it's harder for me. You want to click on that image, right? And I would love for you to be able to, but it's not set up to be able to do that. All you can do is put the picture of the calendar so that you see this is the calendar post, but you have to go into the description and click on that. Now last month or the month before, for some reason it didn't go live. So I'm double checking that just to make sure that you have access. If you have the link, you can get to the calendar that has the hyperlinks to get to the workout of the day. So in other words, workout comes out live, great, a recent published, just published, or you can click the link and go to a workout that complements the one you just did the day before or the one you're going to do the next day, and do that workout and stick with us if you want a 5-day-a-week workout plan. All right, let's get stretching. Putting a little pressure into this here. I want you to come down, really pull that body down, let gravity pull, press down into that knee a little bit. Try and relax the leg that's bent up here, but it is a deep, deep stretch on that quad. I'm sorry, on that glute. I'm thinking about doing the quad as well, making sure we get that because we worked that hard. Let's go to the other side. Now you can do a longer stretch certainly. And with lower body, it's not a bad idea because these muscles are so large, they can have some soreness. So lots of water today, every day, but definitely when you're doing this kind of workout, let's roll on down here. Knees are bent. Bring one knee to your chest. Extend this leg up. Relax your leg. Try and let the back of the leg stretch. Let's flex the foot and stretch out that calf muscle from those squats with the heel raises. Relax the foot. Then we'll bring the knee in, lay the bent leg down, bring the knee across. Go ahead and reach away here, getting a nice rotation in that lower back and stretching out that glute and hip. Let's go to the other side. Align your hips first, all right? So you want to be nice and straight. Bring the knee in, extend it up. Flex the foot. Get that deep calf stretch going. Go ahead and point the toe or relax the foot. And then bring the knee in. Bent knee goes down. Bring this across and reach away as best you can. Maybe you're hitting a wall or a fireplace like me. Getting that rotation through the lower back, those deadlifts, especially with heavier dumbbells. And we'll come back to center, kick both legs out, flex the feet, reach overhead, stretching those calves one more time. Deep breath. Let's roll it on over. We're going to grab a foot, drive the hip into your mat. It's going to deepen that quad stretch in the front of the leg. Switching sides. Come on up, hands and knees. Let's round the back and flatten, knees out. Thanks to you all for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, I invite you to subscribe. Let's rock back into child's pose here. I want you to think about stretching those inner thighs. When you like, subscribe, comment, share my videos, it helps me grow the channel because it tells YouTube that you must like the content. So thank you for that. If you are doing the super thanks or buy me a coffee, very much appreciated. Not required by any means. Let's stretch to one side, but I do love the help as we build this channel. Other side. Don't really do much off the ads. You make a percentage of a cent, like 1 cent. So people think that creators make a lot of money off those ads. No, we don't. But it's something, right? But you're helping, and I do appreciate that. Have a wonderful day or evening. Seriously, lots of water today. That's going to help with any soreness tomorrow. Come back off and come back for that upper body workout later in the week, and have a wonderful day.